Welcome to my channel, guys. The video of today, the news that I bring you today, is about Mexico, basically against Americans' U.S. laws. Um, Now that we know that, and we have ICE taking down all the illegals, not only from Mexico, but from all over the world that are criminals that have come here the last 4 or 5 years during Joe Biden administration. Um, Now they're gonna be able, now they're gonna get them out, and what's happening is that in Mexico, the Mexican population is not really happy about that, and they're basically attacking, protesting, looting, and destroying American businesses and American citizens that live in Mexico, that are Mexican citizens. And we're gonna take a look and see what's going on. This is not right. I thought it was supposed to be a peaceful protest. As they're saying, they want you to speak Spanish or get out of Mexico. The sad thing about it is that they're not even protesting, they're just destroying and looting and terrifying, terrorizing citizens, people that are trying to spend money. And also remember, America also allow a lot of Mexicans to come with a visa, to come work here, and America does allow anybody to send money back to their country, even though I think up to 2004, between 40 and 50 billion dollars were sent overseas for families that have migrated here, and they send money back to their families back in their countries and stuff like that. So it's really bad. Protests in Mexico City have erupted over the weekend as locals fight back against the tourism and migrant and rising prices. This is stupid, because the tourism and migrants, as long as they come legally, you should be all for it. Just like how in America, most people are all for migration, as long as you come legally and respectfully, and you don't break the laws. You can't come in, break the first thing you do when you come in the country is you break the law, and then you want to ask for handouts and for the government to help you through the due process, pay you for a lawyer, pay for food, take care of you until you get your papers and you can get back on your feet and you start working and repaying all the money that the government has spent on you just to help you get your papers and stuff like that. So we also got to understand the government does do a lot when you are an illegal and you come in this country, and they take care of you for a long time. So we have to also see both sides of the coins. Breaking everything, guys. This is very sad.
There was a protest in Mexico City that got mostly peaceful. And what's got these Mexicans so upset is peak irony. When remote work became popular in 2020,
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, a lot of Americans have moved overseas to Mexico because they could work just from home. Could work on your computer, on your phone. So a lot of people have fled America just to have an easier life, and probably that has made the cost of living and the cost of affording things, goods and services, very expensive in the main cities where Americans probably go to live, where they feel the more safe and the more protected. And since they bring American dollars, it goes a long way.
more Americans moved to Mexico City to take advantage of cheaper prices.
There's just a dream that I have. And that dream is just to be treated like everyone else, to be treated fairly, equally, and to have peace. And Mexico City is the place where I've been able to achieve that.
Since then, prices have soared and people are pissed.
Pues el día de hoy estamos luchando contra la gentrificación. La gentrificación es este proceso por el cual las personas originarias de los barrios se ven desplazadas por gente con mayor poder adquisitivo. Es decir, gente que viene de otros países, en su mayoría extranjeros, a querer imponer su cultura.
Look at this guy. Oh, you know what is he? He's probably, one of those people that believe that everything should be free, and that's how all things go. And sadly, in life, nothing is free. Everything needs to be produced by somebody or something, somewhere. So nothing is free. And yeah, he's right. He's right about that. Like all the migration and the people coming in make everything more expensive, more hard for the regular Mexican citizen. But that doesn't give you the right to destroy, loot, and burn. Not burn, but destroy and loot businesses. There's other ways for you to protest. You should protest in your government. So your government to change the laws or something like that. But you're not gonna do that because the cartel. You're scared of the cartel. It's run by the cartel. If the cartel identify you, it's gonna hunt your family. They will shut that down right away.
Sus precios y desplazar a los mexicanos, a los nativos de estas tierras.
Huh. You're telling me mass migration has negative effects on the host city or country? Unbelievable. Some of these protest signs are so on the nose that I had to make sure I wasn't being swindled by
Mexico for the Mexicans.
AI. Gringo, stop stealing our home. Your new home is an invasion. Learn Spanish, respect our culture, pay effing taxes. Spanish is spoken here. Gringo.
Okay, so it's the same way when you come to America. You should be able to speak English in 2 seconds right away, or don't come here. And for most of us Spanish people, we don't come with a freaking bachelor in English or a master in English. We come with low level English. ABC 1 2 3. What's your name? How you doing? That's the most we probably know when we come to this country. Unless you're wealthy and you have money.
I want you to go back to your country, not your home. Pay taxes, learn Spanish, respect my culture. Have Americans in Mexico tried shutting down highways? I hear that one's effective.
Yeah, that's the same thing when they come and do this here and flag their flags. If your flag is so great and your country is so great, go back to your country then. They'll have you there since they don't. Let's trade. Bring back all the Americans from Mexico and send back all the Mexicans to Mexico. At least all the ones that don't have papers. Everybody that doesn't have papers, go back. Let's see how it will work out. No, America is very generous. You can't come to this country and break the law, first of all. But if you spend here 5, 10, 20 years and you haven't got your situation right, you have money to eat, you have money to have a roof, you have money to go out, you have money to buy food, but you don't have money to get your papers right and do the right thing and be respectful to this country. But then when you have to go to the doctor and things like that, you didn't pay for it. The government, us, the taxpayer, everybody, the American people pay for it. You have to understand, things don't go one way, and it's all about me and my feelings. You gotta respect the country that you're in. This is not your country. You came here, and you promise that you came as a good, kind person to get a job, assimilate the culture. You're not gonna bring your culture from your country, right? Because you left your country because your culture and your country are going to shit. The land is beautiful, and the fruits and the vegetables and the flora and the fauna is beautiful, but the country, the systems and the way people act is shit. That's why you leave. That's why I left my country too, so I could come to a country where I can bring and do better for me and for my family, where there's safety and prosperity, not chaos and destruction. I love this country. America is the best country on earth.
Or burning the Mexican flag? Or starting cars on fire?
No, burning the American flag. If you, like I say, I don't know why you're burning the American flag. And there should be a law that anybody that burns the American flag should go to jail for like 3 to 5 months, 3 to 6 months or something like that.
Come on, guys, the blueprint for success has already been laid out.
And I don't know why the Mexican community is taking it upon themselves to fight for everybody and every single legal from every other country. It's not about them. Yes, probably more Mexicans than everybody else are here and are here illegally, but that's not the Americans' fault. That's your fault for coming here and staying here illegally. You came here, you have money, save money and get your papers. But there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse. You have time to go out there and protest, burn and loot and destroy. So you then right have time to have 2 jobs, and 1 job you can use that money to save until you can save 10, 20K and get yourself a lawyer or something like that. Somebody, some kind of way for you to do this process the right way. So don't come and give me that BS over here.
No human is illegal on stolen land.
It wasn't stolen, it was conquered. They came, they fought, you lost, they took it from you. It happened all the time back in the day. Read the Bible, read the books, ancient books. The strong survived. The strong went and conquered everything. The weak had to be was being ruled. It's sad. I don't agree, but that's what was happening. That's how things still work. The rich and the millionaires and the governments control everything. And us, the regular citizens, are just here to try to survive. I'm just a regular citizen like you. But the fact of the matter and the reality, we have to accept it. The way things work and the way the system is. You didn't build the system, I didn't build the system. We're just here to play our cards and try to play your cards right for you and for your family.
We are not going anywhere. Our family is not going anywhere, and we will stand up against any injustice.
Of course, I hope you guys don't go nowhere as long as you're legal here. You have to also be respectful. This country gives you a lot, and you don't take care of your papers. Guys, come on. We need to get our ish together.
That comes towards our community and other communities as well.
If the Americans in Mexico just fly a lot of American flags and be as disruptive as possible, I'm sure.
Yeah, and the Mexicans protesting in Mexico and destroying their own Mexican city doesn't make a lot of sense. If you want to do that, go protest to your government, so they can get them out. Or I guess this was supposed to be a peaceful protest, but it turned out it's not. They're not as peaceful as we thought.
Sure, the Mexican government and its people will have sympathy for you.
People from an immigrant background are very worried right now, and they need the most help right now.
I don't think it's right. I'm not okay with that. You know, a lot of people they're going after, they're here for a chance. They're here to support a system that doesn't support them.
You might even get some Mexican liberal boomers to sing some songs for you.
Put your finger on your ear, Pay attention, we're the guardrails now.
Mexico City is home. I expect to be here forever.
I'll stay in Mexico for as long as y'all will have me.
There you have it, guys. A shout out to this channel. We got a nice video. Let's see this last one.
Con un trabajo remoto, Aarón vive cómodamente en la Ciudad de México. Un lujo que asegura no podía darse en Phoenix, Arizona, de donde emigró hace 3 años.
This guy's basically moved from Phoenix, Arizona to Mexico. He has a remote job, and he's basically now like working in Mexico. He feels like it's beautiful. He loves it, but he's a little bit afraid of probably going out and thinking that people don't want him or they're gonna attack them. And yeah, guys, they say it's either you speak Spanish or get out. But what they really mean is get out because you're American and we just don't want you here because you don't want to let us come into your country illegally and do whatever we want and take advantage of you. That's what basically they're saying. But you can make up your own mind. Tell me what you think. Like and subscribe. Have a good day, guys. Bye.